is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Business Wisdom Podcast, where business owners, yes, share their wisdom. It's short and to the point because we respect people's time and because we know transforming possibility happens super fast and it leads to lasting results. So let's get to it. Let's dive right in. Let's go. Question number one, Fernando, in a few sentences, tell me who you are and what you do.
Right. I'm Fernando Academia, and I own TLDR Digital Marketing. Primarily, we help management consultants and executive coaches, preferably those who are also authors, to map out and build revenue streams and perhaps save them some time to do their core work. And I found that when I'm able to ensure that they have a predictable client acquisition system in place, they are able to do what they do best with less stress. And everybody loves that. That being said, I only focus on coaches and consultants who really want to make an impact on their clients' lives.
That's beautiful. To do without the stress, right? Do more without the stress. Is that what I heard you say?
Yes, perfectly. Yeah. Especially if you are, for example, an ISO consultant, you would really want to focus on your craft, not much on the other details that could derail you from your focus.
I love that. Absolutely love that. I mean, focus on your brilliance. That's how I say it. Like you
Right.
focus on your brilliance and let you, Fernando, do what you do brilliantly. I love it. Thank you. That's so beautiful.
Thanks.
Question number two, Fernando.
Sure.
What's the best thing? Because I love just connecting with people globally. What's the best thing about being in business?
A lot, really, and I found it difficult to pick one. But I guess the best thing about being in business is that you get to build a team in your chosen industry where your competencies align and contribute to causes and outcomes beyond your own. So primarily on the advocacy causes that your community is advocating. So pretty
Love
much
it.
that.
Love it. So like to be able to build a team and create something larger than yourself. Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, definitely.
That's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Zooming right through these questions, Fernando.
Sure.
Question number three. We hear from other business owners. Yes, they're getting so much business that sometimes the chaos at moments causes overwhelm. Would you share your thoughts about that with me, Fernando?
Yeah, every business owner goes through that, I guess. I've been through that for a while. And not all businesses are built to scale. Some, especially service-based businesses, would prefer to be freelancer style, wanting to do their own craft while they are able to choose their preferred clients. But for those who want to scale, putting systems in place and documenting how things work would also remove guesswork and how things are done. So one thing that really helped me was to remove the bottleneck in decision making and to finally train and trust the team for other decision making parts of the business so that I can focus on the vital work.
I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. So trusting the team, do you think that's a part of that? What were some of those steps? Any thoughts there?
Yeah, definitely. And oftentimes when you start a business, you think the business is all about yourself and that you're a superhuman, you can do everything, and you're proud of it. But sooner or later, you realize that you're very much limited in terms of time and energy. And there's so much wisdom out there that you could be leveraging, but just because you believe too much in yourself, you don't. So definitely, if you trust other people more and let them be part of your mission, you get to do more and excel at what you do.
So beautiful. I love how you shared that vulnerably and real. And you said, I've walked through that, so I know about this. That's real. That's real business stuff right there, Fernando. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Question number 4. We like to share with other business owners, right? So what
Right.
other successful business owners like yourself, of course, should be on the Unlimited Wisdom podcast.
I'm thinking I can mention two. One would be a close friend who owns an ISO consulting business. There are a lot of consulting agencies wanting to reach bigger corporations, but my friend only focused on the small time construction firms for now. He was saying that no one will bring their business up to the international standards if ISO consultants won't look at them. So he's picking them over their bigger counterparts. But also, I'm also into a sales coaching mentoring program, and my mentor needs more love than he deserves. So, if I may mention JD Daily, who is leading us in Undeniable Closer Mastermind. He is just really selfless with his time, giving pieces of advice not just in sales but also giving us advice on productivity, mindset, and heart set in doing things. Primarily telling us help people, and sale or the metrics will follow.
Love it. I love it. I love how you highlighted both people. So the first person's name was what?
The first person's name was Jeff Pantaleon.
Excellent. And the second person was?
Then the second person was JD Daly.
Excellent. I absolutely love it. Great. And I love how you just described what they do too. Great job, Fernando. Let's get to some wisdom. What do you think? Some wisdom is good, right?
Definitely. And it's something you don't get unless you try to go. You admit you have to grow old.
Good point there. Good point. Being able to ask for some help or being able to seek or ask for advice or ask for some wisdom is a good step. And I haven't even asked you the question yet. It's great.
All right.
Wisdom, Fernando, would you share with other business owners?
Right. I have top 3 tips or 3 things to avoid in marketing if you are a new coach or consultant. And I often encounter this to be a hindrance to some who are just starting in their practice. One would be, please don't skip on giving value in advance. Those that win in the business are those who are willing to provide as much value as they can. And if you skimp on that, you are also skimping on how much you can impact the world and the prospective clients you're wanting to serve. Second would be, don't skip on learning about your customers in terms of information seeking behavior and also their purchasing patterns. These data tell you a lot of things about how your audiences consume content. Lastly, would be perhaps don't settle for passive selling. Even the most brilliant of ideas will not really sell itself. And perhaps one big tip to top that off would be value your attention or honor your focus. Fragmented minds get mediocre results. Excel and never stop improving on your coaching or consulting practice, because the more you do, the better outcomes you provide for your clients. So value your attention or honor your focus.
Love it. Value your attention and honor your focus. And then what did you say about mediocre results?
Right. Yeah. Fragmented minds get mediocre results.
Did everybody hear that? Fragmented minds get mediocre results. I love that. That's some really true value there, Fernando. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what I heard was drop some value. Don't hold it back. Drop some real value. That's what I heard in number 1, right? And so get out of scarcity and start sharing the brilliance that you have, as I would say it, or share your expertise, your talents, like share it with the world and really deliver serious value. That's what I heard.
Right.
Then I heard, and this is beautiful, this is a path that I walked down for a number of years, is do some real customer research. That's what I heard you say. Like, some avatar research, some real actual market research. There are systems for that, right? Walk through the systems and the research to get to know your true ideal clients. That's what I heard for number 2. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Awesome. And then I heard you say, don't settle for passive selling. Is that correct?
Right.
Love it. So like, if you have a beautiful thing and you have a brilliance and a talent, go sell it.
Like if you have food at home and you tasted it and it tastes really good, you would want to tell your wife or your family about it. So it's the same. If you have a good product or service in place, let the world know.
Oh, I totally agree. You know, it's even stranger. So when you have something beautiful, you want to share it, right? But when you smell something awful, you also want to share it. Everybody that smells something awful turns to their friend or their spouse and says, here, smell this. Right?
Yeah, that's correct.
I don't know why we do that. But the point is, drawing back here to the point is, when you have something beautiful, you have a talent, you have a service, sell the thing, but don't sell it passively. Like, it's your duty to offer that to the people who need it and want it. So that's really powerful stuff. But I love that you said about honoring your focus. That's just beautiful share, Fernando. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I know that we can, because we talked before, and now here we are. I know we talked business for quite a while, but I'm really fascinated to know let's shift gears. What's the most fun vacation you've ever had?
Right. For a fun vacation, I would always go back to my experience in Indonesia. And there are a few places there that I really loved visiting. I was there briefly for missionary work, but also on rare occasions for leisure. Nature destinations that top my list would be Bandung and Puncak, both in Indonesia, because the vast options of experiences you can have there. There's a zoo or safari. There are parks, the volcano craters, and really good rivers. Nature at its finest. So I think if you would really want to experience a lot of nature and wildlife, you can go to Indonesia, and there's a lot there.
Nice. That's beautiful. That is now on my list. It wasn't before this podcast, but it is now on my list. If you recommend it, I want to go, Fernando.
Perhaps you can go when things are a lot better.
I may wait a few more months before I make that happen. But yes.
In our case, maybe years.
It's possible. It's true. But it is definitely going on my list. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate you being here, Fernando. I mean, I love what you do in terms of marketing and emails and all the services that you offer on your marketing umbrella. I know how brilliant you are, and I appreciate the investment of your time and just being here and sharing and just being on the podcast.
Thank you very much.
Of course, what is the best way? So when somebody hears this and they say, wow, I really want to reach out to Fernando and get in touch, what's the best way? What's the website or social media? What's the best way for them to get in touch with you, Fernando?
Right. Our website is tldrcorp.com. But I would prefer that you reach out to me at Fernando Academia at tldrcorp.com.
Awesome. I love that. Thanks for sharing. And the links will be down below. So,
all right.
To make it nice and easy. And we want to make it, click the link. All right. No, that's great. So we love to make it easy for people listening and watching. So Fernando, thanks so much. This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Business Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making, 5, 6, 7, 8. The numbers just keep going. 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not all about the figures. It's also about sharing their wisdom globally and creating impact for people. Thanks for joining us.